Let's turn to NBC's Peter Alexander, who's at the White House for us. Peter, we have not yet heard from Buckingham Palace about the funeral plans, but we can expect all of the full pomp and circumstance that we would come to expect from the UK in a situation like this. Have we heard anything yet from President Biden?
Yeah, no formal statement yet from the White House. Just speaking to aides to the president, they're certainly grieving the loss of Prince Philip at age 99. There will be a statement, I trust, I'm told, over the course of this day. But recognize that Queen Elizabeth, with this historic reign, more than 68 years, President Biden, for her, was the 14th president to take office during that reign. She, with Prince Philip at her side. There are photos of them side by side with the Eisenhowers, with the Carters, with the Kennedys, with the Fords, so many of these American presidents going overseas to pay tribute as part of this special relationship. The potential did exist for President Biden to visit with the royal monarch, with Queen Elizabeth and her husband Prince Philip this summer. The G7 is scheduled to take place in Cornwall, England in June. Was not yet clear whether President Biden would be attending. There are reports that President Biden had received an invitation for a visit with the Queen in advance of the G7. There are also reports that the Queen herself had reached out to him privately to congratulate him on his victory. Nonetheless, as best we understand, no close particular relationship between President Biden and the family, but President Trump and Melania Trump, remember, they were the last American leaders to go overseas visiting with the Queen. That was in 2019 as they commemorated the D-Day anniversary, 75 years. This relationship, it's described as a special relationship for a variety of reasons, many of which were hammered home, reinforced by the Queen, who traveled to Washington, D.C., often on occasion in the olden days, and more recently has hosted so many American presidents there. So we do look forward over the course of this day to hearing a formal statement honoring the life of Prince Philip from President Biden and the First Lady Jill Biden.
Thank you, Peter. Boy, that was so fascinating to watch all of the presidents, Eisenhower, Nixon. I think if you want to know, like, how long has that couple sort of served, all you have to do is look at those images.
Yes, I mean, they really are from another generation. Yeah. Prince Philip, a World War II veteran, and then, of course, when you look at the arc of time and all of those presidents, just to go through and see that, these two have witnessed history from the most unique of vantage points, and how the Queen must be feeling, not only to have lost her husband of 73 years, but her partner. She was a young woman when she was suddenly thrust into the position of having to be coronated and become queen of her country, which was not expected at the time. And here she had her partner by her side. So both a good match for that, from the political perspective, but also a love match, as our experts have been telling us this morning.
And our experts were also saying that he was used to sort of being the one in charge. Yes. So he had to readjust to his new role of sort of being by her side, someone who she consulted with.
He came from royalty as well. And here he was, this, handsome Greek Adonis, as he's been described to us this morning, coming into the royal family, also at a time, at a generation where, it was unusual for women to be the head of the household, and yet officially she was. So imagine what that delicate dance was, and how he came to be such an important player within the royal family, and somebody without question pulling the strings and managing a lot of the country's affairs, both politically and personally.
We're going to take a quick pause right here. We're going to come back with our coverage. Again, Prince Philip, this morning we announced he has passed away at the age of 99. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.